What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another week of the Writers Room Live, presented by Breaking and Entering. I'm Alan Hallis, and I am joined, as always, by my River West cohort, host of the Mr. Nice Guy podcast, and just all-around nice dude, Mr. Ben Slowey. How you feeling today, buddy?
It's good to be back.
Yes, for sure. One second, Ben. I don't know if they heard you real quick. Let's do that. Okay, now here we go. Ben, how are you feeling today?
Oh, dude, I'm good. I'm
There we
I'm
go.
doing all right. You got me? Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, I got you. It's
Yeah,
all it's
man.
all this tech stuff happening. I don't know if anybody watched Breaking and Entering Radio when we tried to do it. Actually, nobody did this week because the streaming equipment just completely crapped out on me. Didn't know what I was doing. Lost everything.
Damn, we're malfunctioning, man.
No, we're good now. You know what it was? It was honestly I forgot to plug in something, and I don't want to tell people that, but crashed the whole stream because I forgot to plug something in. It was the dumbest thing that could have
Well, that
happened.
happened. Literally, all of us definitely have those moments. So I definitely have. I've recorded podcasts without while forgetting to press record.
Oh,
That's
great.
happened before. So I get it. But no, I'm good. Yeah, it's been very busy last couple of weeks. Definitely been a doozy. But I'm glad that it's pretty steady into the 60s now, so we can enjoy some patio weather, sip some IPAs, or of course White Claws,
Yep, for
whatever you
sure.
choose. But yeah, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. I was able to go out and get some sun the other day. Got to go play some golf a little bit. Got to hit the
Oh,
driving range, and
yeah, I didn't
I have the blisters to prove it. Tore up my whole hand.
I
Forgot to
didn't
bring
know you
golf
were
clubs.
into golf.
Into golf is a bit of a commitment. I would say capable of playing golf is probably the better description of it. I can hit the ball. My short game is decent. I made a pretty decent putt at Dick's Sporting Goods the other day, looking at putters that I wasn't going to actually buy. Um,
Mm,
so I mean, I golf. I golf. I don't know.
sure. Yeah. I'm just it's very much like if someone asks you to, you'll do it. But
Yeah.
you're not like hitting the range like every week,
Oh God,
teeing
no.
off.
No, I showed up with four clubs and forgot to bring a golf glove and tore my hand up because they're all old clubs that have not been regripped in forever. So yeah, no, it was a bad day at the range for my hands. But nobody wants to hear about that. In other news, we got a lot of great music to get into, and we will talk about that in just a second. But we got our first video for this week. It is from Trapper Shep. He's playing a piano in the middle of a river. It is River Called Disaster. Check it out. It's on the writer's room. Go watch it. I don't know. It's been 2 weeks since we've done this. I don't know how to transition it anymore. Trapper Shep.
Bent up, beat up, broken and bruised. Tied up, taken, mistaken and used. Late night heartache and comes on
That was Trapper Shep with River Called Disaster. As Ben and I have pointed out before, there's a lot happening in that video.
Yeah.
We have a river, we got a piano, and it's on fire. So there's a
Hmm.
lot going on there. Um, I believe it was Oliver Lowe's video where they're playing a piano out in the forest, something like
Yeah.
that. So
Yeah. And then they destroy it at the end. Yeah.
yeah. So I'm noticing a common theme. One, fuck pianos. That is clearly one of them. But I think we should give a shout out to all the friends and crew people and whoever is involved in making these videos in hauling like a grand piano or like a full on, full size piano out into the woods just to destroy it because like logistically that takes some effort. There's a lot going on
I couldn't tell like from that video, like kind of what the depth of the river was. Like for him to be able to just like sit there in the middle of it, with the piano.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
that can't be easy to move in the water either. I mean, when you think about it,
no.
there's
And then he just kind of like, walks on off. I'm interested in how he pulled off that stunt. But um yeah, I'm excited for his new record that will be out actually on Friday, I believe.
oh wow, there you go. So it's been a couple weeks since we did the show, but in that time we have had a ton of new music that has come out. So much so that I'm cheating and using the phone again to kind of scroll through some stuff. We got some music from your buddy Will Frang. We got a new song, Box Spring.
Yep.
We
Yeah.
got that came out. We just had a project from Jalen G that I really liked. We talked about that. We've talked about ADHD before here on the show, but having everybody kind of split off and do their separate thing.
Oh
A
yeah.
lot of guys that are really passionate about rapping, and Jalen definitely brings the energy on that project as well. So
Sure.
I liked that a lot. That stood out to me. We got new music from Montre, always a good thing as well. Anytime we can get some new R&B from him. I'm just
We got
scrolling through. Oh, what's
Yeah,
up?
well, I got more. We got a new record from Bandolier Bacall, the psych indie rockers, with really esoteric and abstract lyricism. Go listen to it. It feels like an 80s thriller, kind of, but like set in a different country. Very interesting stuff. We also got new music from The Heroes Lie, a hard rock band. It's their first record in 8 years. Go listen to it's just called Number Four. And we got another song from Eli Stones, of course.
Yeah, he is
He's
low key, like honestly having a really solid year right now. He showed up on a couple features at the beginning of the year, and then really kind of picked things up within the last couple months, doing his own solo stuff on top of it. So, do we know? I mean, we might be getting an Eli Stones record before the end of the year. I mean, I'm not gonna call him out and say, hey, we got to do it, but I mean, you never know. We could be getting
it
some
would be
Eli Stones
delightful.
before the end
Yeah,
of the year.
it would be quite delightful if he did. I know he's been heavy in the fields with the myriad of tracks he's been dropping, talking about failed relationships and what he could have done differently, trying to find that power within himself. It's some vulnerable stuff, and I commend Eli Stones a lot for it.
Yeah.
We also got let's see, another video from Rex, the power pop band. We got a new song, another song from Kyle Kanowski. Really
Who
interesting,
who
fun, like
also
experimental pop tune.
who was also recently on Mr. Nice Guy. Got to make sure we get that in there as well. If you watched during the first video on that bottom bar, a whole bunch of great guests on Mr. Nice Guy this week too. We got Kyle Kanowski, Andrew David Weber, and we got Analog on there too. So
Oh yeah,
you
I didn't know
branching
you
out.
two knew each. Well, we talked about how you guys know each other, and big shout out to Kalista. She fucking rules.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. She's killing it in Kansas City now. I think she's in the military, so she's down there and just re-enlisted too. I'm pretty sure. So shout out to her for doing that. That was super dope of her. but yeah, a lot of great music. And we got some big news a little bit this Saturday. It's the return. We are back. We are doing live events. Fresh Air
Yes.
at the. I scared Ben as if he didn't know what was going on. No.
Oh, yeah.
Saturday we've got Fresh Air at the Backyard in Bayview. It is a day party, so it's from 3 to 7 p.m. We got DJ Snack Daddy. We got Moses. Shout out to everybody over at Non Pop. We're working with them on this one, and it's just gonna be a fun party, man. It's something that I had the vision for years ago, and I wanted to do it in a different venue that didn't get the concept at all, and I presented it to them, and I'm excited that the backyard is going to fully embrace it. It's supposed to be beautiful. There's a large outdoor space attached to the bar, so if you are feeling a little uncomfortable with COVID protocols and things like that, there's plenty of space to get out and stay out. You are still required to wear a mask inside the bar. I know the city of Milwaukee is changing their mask rules as of June 1st, but it is not June yet. So protocols will still be in place and things like that. We're gonna do that very safe. And if you don't feel comfortable coming out, you can watch it here on our Twitch channel as well, because we will be broadcasting that thing on Twitch as well. So yeah,
Hmm.
lots of fun, interesting things. It may show up all over whatever social media you're watching this on too. Who knows?
Yeah.
Can't give away too
Yeah.
much.
Yeah. Really happy to have bumped into Moses at the MF Doom tribute show recently. He we were just kind of chopping it up and expressed interest in us, potentially having events together. And I'm really stoked that that just came to fruition right away. They are a great source for a lot of DJs and electronic music, stuff that, which is territory we haven't really ventured a ton into, like,
Yeah,
especially not like in a live setting. So,
yeah. I
um,
was just about to say that too. Like, I mean, we're very cognizant that Milwaukee has a very active club scene, and has always had dance clubs, electronic music. I mean, Brew City Bass has built up so much. Non-pop themselves doing what they do. There's so many great entities that we just really weren't in that world. So this is a kind of way to merge, some of the more hip hop stuff that we were doing with the club side of things, and just have some fun. Fuck, it's
yeah.
been a year. We need to have some fun.
Oh yeah, my yeah, no, my buddies are having a backyard show also on Saturday. It's gonna be a day long event
Okay.
with a myriad of different performers. Valerie Lightheart, Nate Herloch, Will Frang and the Goodland Gang, Mass Verde, excuse me, the Panoptics. It's it's gonna be a pretty poppin' show, but that we're gonna need a lot of energy for. So,
I was gonna say
and they're gonna have a couple kegs.
that's in River West, right?
It'll be Lower East Side. Yeah.
Lower East Side. Okay. So if you're staying on the East Side, Lower East Side, or River West kind of area, you got something close to you. If you're in Bayview, you can come out my direction.
Mhm.
Uh, Look at that. Just like
Wow,
that, we are covering the city again. We got
wow,
music all
dude,
over the main music
we're
hubs.
we're competing now for guests on Saturday. Then you and I.
Apparently, sounds like it. Does your event have a mimosa special? Because mine does.
Well, we have a couple kegs, so I mean that can be our little mimosa special.
Okay, I like what's going on here. We got mimosas on one end, kegs on the other. You know what?
to be
Whatever you're
fair,
feeling.
to be fair, you live across the city from me, so
Yeah,
we are catering to different corners.
it
So
is literally like the odd couple of music events, and it's the first one's back. It does feel good, let me tell you, to like do a show and have an event, and like I didn't necessarily miss the hecticness of event planning and putting together concerts and everything that goes into that logistically. But once the ball started rolling on this again, I was like, oh shit, it's back, and I feel that again. Like we'll be able to
yeah,
do things. This is something that we're doing to start slower. You know what I mean? I don't want to be booking shows that we know are going to bring hundreds of people out right away, because there is still that safety factor. But this is something that's gonna be a little low key and just a unique, experience. So if you're going to see some bands, go do that over on the Lower East Side. If you just miss seeing bands, if you want to come party over, and have a day party and drink mimosas, come over to our side of town.
Yeah,
So,
right. Take your pick.
yeah, we got everything covered. We are going to get into our second video for this week. It is from Direct Hit, a band that also we have not seen or heard much from in the last year or so. I know that there was a lineup change and some things like that went into it. But great to see those guys killing it still, because they did a lot of things. People don't know they were nationally signed and distributed, and I believe they still are. So excited to see Direct Hit come back, and maybe they've got a new record this year as well. Who knows? So with that, we're gonna get into the video. It's a fun one. It's a little creepy. It's Hollow Comfort from Direct Hit here on the Writers Room.
We like to think that life's a dream, that all that makes us less than's a camera on TV screen. But what if waking up meant turning yourself off? Would what you're left to live with still be close enough? Would looking at ourselves through a different kind of lens than glass or plastic drive us to the edge of insanity? Still that red eye in the sky keeps blinking on and off and on. A sinking feeling manifested in the dark. We're all uneasy, knowing that we're watched, yeah, we're uneasy. Desperate to control how we appear to ourselves. It's hollow comfort knowing we're not alone.
All right, that was Direct Hit with Hollow Comfort here on the Writers Room. Want to give a quick shout out to everybody that is watching us, no matter where you're watching us. If you're it's Twitch or YouTube or Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, we are all over the damn internet with this broadcast right now, and you can be watching literally right on breakingandentering.net too. If you are watching on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook or any of those places, uh, if you have a Twitch account, make sure you subscribe to Breaking and Entering on Twitch, because we've kind of developed a whole network now since really kind of since we did this last show, where
Yeah.
where we have not only the writers' room, we've got a block of music videos in the morning, we got a whole bunch of new videos and content from creators all over Milwaukee, whether that be Kicking It with Tyree or Here Presents, or the Cactus Club, or any of those kind of places. We did just add River West Records are going to have their live streams are going to be part of what we've got. We've got Rick Taylor Entertainment's Rap Draft, which is all basically interviews with hip hop artists. Uh, the Influence from Copyright Magazine with Noni Juice. That's on Breaking and Entering's Twitch, so you never know what you're gonna get. The Over the Fence podcast with Genesis Renji and Ant. Um, we've got a whole damn network that we've created here, so it goes much farther than just this show now.
It just ballooned in scale, like so quickly, and it's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm stoked for how we'll continue adding to the network. We've been in talks with Wisconsin Music Ventures as well,
Yeah.
which is exciting.
And Midcoast. We didn't even talk about Midcoast. We got to bring up Midcoast.
We got Midcoast, and they're having a new edition on Friday. So, and it's a really good lineup. I mean, every lineup is good at Midcoast, but some of my favorite bands, Yum Yum Cult, Wonderful Bluffer, are performing, in addition to a couple more. And shout out to Midcoast. Shout out to everyone who was joined the party.
Yeah, and quick shout out to Jesus, who is in our comments over on Instagram. Yes, we do have the platforms on lock. We are literally just broadcasting everywhere now. It is kind of crazy that like this probably wouldn't have happened without the pandemic. We would have probably just did our thing, did our shows, whatever, and then now slowly but surely it's turned into a whole damn network, and we're gonna be all over your screens everywhere we need to be. It's gonna be a big year for us, and I'm excited for it. So
we'll be over here, we'll be over there, we'll be everywhere.
Any app in your phone, we're gonna be on it. Twitter, Instagram, I don't know. I was trying to think of something funny there, but all the social media ones we're on it. Snapchat.
Yeah.
But whatever. I don't know. I was trying to think of like TikTok. We're on TikTok. We haven't streamed there yet. We'll figure out a way. We'll make it happen. So yeah, all the things that you're seeing down there in the corner, that corner, just follow us there. It'll be fine. I'm gonna stop talking. Anyway, it is the part of the show where we give you guys some homework. Every week, Ben and I go into our extensive vinyl collections. Ben runs blindfolded through his apartment and just picks a record at random to go listen to. I just reach behind me because I'm lazy. And then the two of us tell you what to go listen to. And you got to go find it on streaming or go find the physical copy. Do whatever you got to do and check it out. So, Ben, I have been talking a lot. Let's just let you take this one. You go first. Tell us what record you pulled out at random for people to listen to this week.
Good choice. We got REM Murmur, their debut record. REM was, for those that don't know, a very seminal alternative rock band from the 80s and 90s. They're one of the first bands to be considered indie rock. But I absolutely love their first record. There's some really great tunes on here. Radio Free Europe is probably their best known song.
I was gonna say, isn't that the first song on that record?
It's the fifth.
Okay,
one,
maybe
I believe.
It's the backside. Yeah, first one on the backside or something like that. But
but there's some really good deep cuts on here too.
Yeah, I really like that record a lot. And I don't know. You know what? fuck it, it's the internet. I'll tell everybody. Little embarrassing story. When I was a kid, I couldn't go to bed unless I listened to REM. I had to, when I was like 3 years old, like Shiny Happy People was like my song.
Oh, hell yeah.
So as a little kid, my mom literally had to like, or no, it was Stand. I'm sorry, Stand by REM. I had to listen to Stand by REM when I was a little kid. So if anybody ever questions my indie credibility, I guess it's forever there. It goes back to me being super little. But yes, go listen to Murmur by REM for sure. All right.
What do you got for us?
Let's just reach behind me at random. We're going to go up top shelf. You know what? It feels like a top shelf kind of day. So we're going to go top shelf. And what do we got? Okay. A little unseasonable, but there's this little band called the Beatles, right? You might have heard of them. But I pulled at random their Christmas album. So, you know, use your discretion. But it's you know, it's their Christmas record. It's the Beatles. What could go wrong? If you need to feel like you need to have like Christmas in May, you could do worse than the Beatles Christmas record for sure.
It's never, you know, some people are feeling festive all times a year, and that's yeah. I have actually never heard the Beatles Christmas album. Are they just doing renditions of popular tunes?
So I was looking at it, and I may actually have something a little rare here. I don't know, because it says not for sale on the back. And there aren't track listings like what it is. There's just years. So side 1 is 1963 through 1966, and side 2 is 1967 through 1969. So yeah, I actually don't know. It's got a New York Radio City station address printed on it, because they would just have the record labels like addresses printed on them back in the day. So I might have to go look up the Beatles Christmas record, because maybe I pulled out something that's a little bit of a gem here. But use your discretion. You can always listen to the Beatles any time of the year, and it is wonderful, especially, you know, any of their other records. But if you feel like you need some Christmas music, go ahead and do that. So REM, the Beatles, we got a lot of classic records here, a lot of classic music happening, and plenty of new music that you can check out as well. So with that said, I think we should get into our third video for this week. It is a rapper named Huey V, who I'm sure many people are familiar with. He is signed to Memphis Bleek's label, and so I only knew that because when we first started covering him, Memphis Bleek started retweeting us, and I was like, oh shit, like a hip-hop legend is like a bona fide star is retweeting Breaking and Entering. But yeah, he is a protege of Memphis Bleek right now. So let's get into his video for No Regrets.
Good.
I don't talk about color. I don't talk about race. I talk about Huey V.
Right now it's Huey V. There you go.
Yeah.
No.
Huey V. Huey V. Hey, yo.
Yeah.
I don't know why they keep telling me Huey V. I said all the other shit before, but at the end of it, I said Huey V.
I've been at war for too long, don't trust my brothers, I don't even trust myself. And tell my mama if they riding on me, ain't no hiding from it, I'm gon' die with no regret. I know the reaper on my life, so when the Lord ain't by my side, I make sure I got my 10. Before I let a nigga play me in my face, gon' be the day you lose your life for disrespect. I roll your body in my blunt and like these ashes. Nigga losing sleep cause I keep stuffing in my mattress. I got in my bag when I lost everything, I had this. Life it ain't been easy, I just made that shit look average. I'm trying to do what I can before they carry in my casket. I need a bad bitch. Yo, diamonds dance my VVS's, they do backflips. Got it out the mud and that shit turned me to a savage. Cause nigga, I made something out of nothing, I do magic. Imagine just how I feel to be that nigga for real. They wanna break you when they see what you built. Take my mama out of Section 8, live and bring her ass to the hills, and tell her she ain't got a trip and no bills. I turn my L's into M's so I don't sleep at night. Too many bodies on my mind and I can't even hide it. I lost too many of my niggas, I can't even count the shit. So I've been riding with my stick, they won't catch you without it. Hey, I've been at war for too long, don't trust my brothers, I don't even trust myself. And tell my mama if they riding on me, ain't no hiding from it, I'm gon' die with no regret. I know the reaper want my life, so when the Lord ain't by my side, I make sure I got my 10. Before I let a nigga play me in my face, gon' be the day you lose your life for disrespect. Ay, I spin a block and hit your partner for his actions. If I don't hit you, then I'm kicking in your address. Niggas only love you for that shit that you be flashing. Help you spin a bag, but who gon' help you get it back, huh? Now who gon' have your back when you back down on your last one? I seen a crash come. They let her owe me, but they dumb me on my past, huh? I ain't been the same since Shaq and Penny off the mag, but how the fuck I'm not gon' change when I count everything in cash? Do the math, I ain't last since 96, huh? I watched my best friend get into them bricks, huh? And fucked around and lost his life behind that shit. How I'm gon' write about that shit? I don't feel right about that shit. Ain't serving life behind that shit, I let them know. I give your girl the world and let her know she ain't alone. And daddy love you, it just hurts to let it show by how he cope with it. He doing coke behind them bars and he a dope dealer. That's how I go, I've been at war for too long, don't trust my brothers, I don't even trust myself. And tell my mama if they riding on me, ain't no hiding from it, I'm gon' die with no regrets. I know the reaper want my life, so when the Lord ain't by my side, I make sure I got my 10. Before I let a nigga play me in my face, gon' be the day you lose your life for disrespect. Ay, I spin a block and hit your partner for his actions.
That was Huey V with No Regrets here on the Writers Room on Breaking and Entering and our various channels. Got to give a quick shout out to Suede Dragon from the Non Pop crew, who is in our comments over on Instagram. Got to meet him at Non Pop last week for the first time. Hope he gets to come out to fresh air this Saturday. Yeah, but shout out to everybody over there that's killing it. That was my first time at Non Pop, and like it was like the coolest party. It's over at RWB's in downtown. So it's live art. It's music that's not your typical DJ stuff. It was pretty dope.
Yeah.
Also, want to give a quick shout out to Cactus Club just because they recently received a grant, and I got a press release about that this morning. It was in the news that was on the bottom of the screen here, but there was they received a grant from a group, and they're one of like 16 venues nationwide to receive it. So exciting times. I know Cactus is starting to slowly reopen. I believe Ben and I may be frequenting there fairly soon. Yeah, they're coming back. Summerfest is announcing shows. They're announcing, I'm getting emails every day with tour dates for major artists that are coming back to town. So it's exciting times for sure. I'm so excited to see live music.
Dude, speaking of non-pop, I want to give a shout out to.
You got the shirt? I need the shirt. I gotta get the shirt for sure. Shirt.
Shout out to Moses for dropping that off the other day. It is very exciting that things are waking up. It's never a bad time to shout out Cactus Club. I hope to make it down there very, very soon in the near future. And I'm just very happy that, we were able to weather the storm together here at Breaking and Entering with, bringing all of the music that's been coming out of our scene all put in one place.
Yeah.
And it's paid off. I think we've made some wonderful new friends, made some great new connections, and I think it's getting around time to start utilizing all of each other,
Yeah, I think you're going to see more of us just around in general. We're going to be so happy to be back in the building, doing, being able to talk to people and communicate with artists once again. And I cannot wait for that sort of thing to happen. I can't wait to just be able to like mingle with the people that we've seen, make great music over the last, year, and we haven't got to see many of their faces or, any of them in person at all. It's yeah, I cannot wait. It's all really good. I do want to stress, do so at your own caution. You know what I mean? So if you're not feeling comfortable with things, like obviously get the vaccine if you haven't gotten it. But if you're not feeling comfortable, there's no pressure to like come out, straight out of the gate and go to things. Personally, I will say I feel like maybe we're moving a little bit too quickly into like no masks and you don't you can do whatever, um, because we've never really had to deal with anything like this. But that being said, I'm at a point where I think my wife actually had a really good point, and she said eventually you have to hit a point where like it's gonna be on the people that get the vaccine or not. You know what I mean? So I think that's kind of where we stand right now. Is we're gonna say June 1st is kind of your time to be like, well, if you didn't get it, it's available. It's up to you. We can't.
We
We can't
literally
get
have
in the
too
way.
many vaccines right now in our country.
Yeah,
So yeah, like it's, I mean, it's been proven to work, and you're not only protecting yourself, but you're protecting others too. So yes, please go do that. And yeah, I agree with you on like, being the stressing of not jumping into things too fast. I know as tempting as it can be, but we do still need to be, um, you know, uh, responsible and
yeah,
not get too carried away with just tossing the masks out. So,
yeah. I think
uh,
there's immense value in being safe and being smart. So make sure you're safe and smart. And you know what? Save that mask for when you get the flu or when you get sick or whatever else. Like
right,
maybe
exactly.
help us in the long run.
Yeah,
So
if you have to go out into public and you
you're
have a
under the
cold or
weather.
something, it's not a bad idea.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, it feels weird to say. But that being said, please come to our events that we're doing. Do so safely. Like I said, if you don't feel comfortable going out yet, we will broadcast Fresh Air here on Twitch, as well as our many other platforms. Ben's thing is be in person only. Maybe he'll just like go live on his phone. I don't know. You have to follow him on
Uh,
Instagram.
you might get some snaps, perhaps.
There you go. You might get some snaps. So, that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this week's episode of The Writer's Room. Don't forget, you can find new music every single day over at breakingandentering.net. You can follow us all over the internet, as I'm sure you're seeing this broadcast somewhere that you could follow us. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube, TikTok, Twitch. We got an e-newsletter. Ben has the Mr. Nice Guy podcast. We got a radio show on Spotify every week. We have an event Friday. And
Mhm.
you can also support Breaking and Entering if you're not doing so already. You can do that for as low as $5 a month at patreon.com/breaking and entering. And let me tell you, we're giving you the bonus content over at Patreon. I dropped a playlist, my second one that I dropped over there this week. We, depending on what perks you sign up for, you can get some exclusive events. Maybe you find out about some things. I told the people on Patreon about Fresh Air before anybody else had known about it, before it was even revealed. So sign up to Patreon. You're literally supporting Ben and I, and we will continue to give you the best coverage of Milwaukee music that we can. So Ben,
So yeah,
always a pleasure seeing you. It's been a couple weeks, so
yes, great to be back
everybody
again.
knows we don't talk other than that. We never talk.
No,
So,
no,
no.
we don't even look at each other.
No, not even. I'm not even looking at your screen anymore. No. But thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you next week here on the Writers Room.